Hi, I'm going to be drawing Mebh with you today. So Mebh is very round. And usually when we draw the characters, we construct them first. So for starters, I'm going to draw a big circle for her head. Like a big sun shape. There you go. And don't worry about being too clean with the lines, because it's very rough and very free. So just feel out the circle a bit and take your time. And then her body is a jelly bean shape. So I'm gonna line that out under her head. And of course we won't actually see that under her clothes, but just so we know where everything goes. And from that, draw the legs down. Little square feet. So she's a very round character, but the squarest part on her body is her feet. So I'm gonna do that as a base so she has a good balance on the ground. There we go. Still rough. I'm gonna put out her arms. I'm gonna have them rest on her hip. There we go. Both sides. And then for her ears, they're like a little heart shape separated on either side of her face, like mug handles. So I'm gonna line them out on both sides. And then she has a little cut in one of them. Just gonna put that there. Yeah, and then I usually go in and I start with the eyes. So I'll do like a little line separating her face so I know where they go. And I'm gonna draw her smiling. So her eyes are usually very round, but I'm gonna curve them just a little bit. So there's room for that big smile. I'm gonna put in the eye shape here. Round, and I'm gonna curve it right at the line that I drew. Just little hairs on top of her eye. Like that. I'm gonna draw in the pupil, the iris. Go. I'm going to draw the other eye. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to think of a very round shape. I'm going to cut it just around the line that I made. I'm going to draw in the iris, the pupil. You can track with the other pupils, see if they're sort of on the same line, so it looks like she's focused and ready. I'm going to draw in the lines at the top. And for her nose, it's also a little circle, but like a flatter circle. So her nostrils are an M on the circle, M for Mebh. And I'm going to put them also to touch, the lines are going to stop where I did the line where on the same level as the eyes. Just like that. And then there's room for a big smile. There we go. We like to put it a little bit to one side so not everything is directly in the center of the drawing. And then she has really big teeth. She's a little wolf. I'm going to draw in the big fangs. There we go. And then for her neck and for the top of her head, we actually use a very similar shape. It's like a little teardrop upside down, or a little water drop. So I'm gonna put a line down here, and I'm gonna do the same for her face. Indicate just where the lines go. There we go. And then she has a sash that's quite high on her body. I'm going to do a line that's a bit above the half point of her jelly bean body. I'm going to draw two lines and have where they are tied come down. So one line goes over and one is under. Just like that. And then of course we don't see her body, so I'm going to draw her clothes on top. Like a little bell shape. And it comes over. And then her dress is torn a little bit. She's wild and free in the forest. So I'm going to put in a little tear there at the bottom. Join the feet. Don't worry about being too clean, because we'll see. I'll cover her feet in some lines, because she's a little bit dirty feet. There we go. And then her arms. Put in a little sleeve here on the outline of the arm that I made. And curve that. Keep the roundness in her body. And just curve the elbow. Her arms get a little bit thinner towards the body, so I'm gonna make sure that the lines are not parallel, but just curve in a little bit. Join the hand. Do the same with the other arm. Keep that roundness in there. Put the hand here as well. She's wearing these cuffs, and they're sort of at the almost at the half point of the lower arm, but not exactly. So keep a little space and put them in there. There's a little V shape inside both. I'm gonna add that in there. That's her body. She's also wearing these very, very big round earrings. I'm gonna put them here. Just like that. Outline her head a little bit more before I start my favorite part of Mebh's design. See, I colored in the feet a little bit. Her nose is actually also colored in a little bit, so we can just put some lines here as well. The center of her face. Okay, my favorite part is her big hair. So don't be too don't hold back too much. Just make a big outline around her. Just like as round as you can, but not too circular. That like, put in a little detail for the hair at the point at the end here, but then it's just a big round circle. Very voluminous hair. It's good to keep the lines a little extra loose on the hair. And then she has like 3 lines that go from the center of her, the heart shape on her head, up beyond the outline of the hair, just like this. And then we have some lines that follow the shape to help hint at the volume that's inside. So we curve them around like this to follow the big shape of the hair. There we go. Curves the other way on the other side. You can add a few extra lines on the outside to give it even more wildness if you want. And that's Mebh.